Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. France's state-owned energy supplier and Hedera Governing Council member EDF is building multiple RWA use cases on the Hedera Guardian. Okay guys, got a good one here for you, and this is where we start talking about obviously Hedera being so carbon friendly. This is just another example of how they're leading the charge with regards to this and showing you just what they can do with this chain. Now, for the people out there in the US, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of EDF, but over here in the UK, I'm very aware of these guys. They are very much a big deal. So I already know how big this kind of stuff is. And I thought I'd show you this because this is where I think Hedera will have an upper hand against other chains, right? Other networks, because the whole carbon friendly aspect of Hedera, it's going to be massive, guys, because, you know, we're already seeing how much of a big deal trying to reduce our carbon footprint is in this day and age, right? Companies are all having it as one of their business policies, you know, trying to reduce their carbon footprint as much as possible. You're seeing it on the news, it's in politics and everything, trying to do as much as we can to reduce our carbon footprint. It's a huge deal, guys. So I've said it before, like when it comes to companies trying to choose a network that they would want to work on and build on, well, if you've got one that's carbon friendly, that's going to be right up their alley, right? That's going to be something that's going to be a huge positive for them. So for Hedera being such a carbon friendly network and such a powerful network as well, I think it's just going to be one of those no-brainer choices. I really think HBAR will have a huge benefit, advantage over other networks in that regard. So this is just another aspect of this. So let's get into this thread and then we can discuss this a little bit further. As part of hashtag Earth Week, we'll be highlighting the sustainability and hashtag refi use cases that are only made possible by Hedera. From electric vehicle RECs, green hydrogen certification and trading, to decentralized energy trading with Google Cloud, EDF is leading the charge for the Hedera Guardian. Through their recent renewable energy certificate in brackets REC proof of concept in brackets POC, EDF, Recursive Labs and Redex enabled end consumers to retire small quantities of RECs in real time on Hedera. The purpose of this POC was to establish a reliable and transparent system for tracking and verifying the renewable energy sources used to power EV charging infrastructure. To achieve this, the project involved fractionalizing renewable energy certificates in brackets RECs, which allows for a more precise alignment with the varying energy requirements of EV charging. The Hedera Guardian enabled real-time tracking, matching and secure issuance of RECs, overcoming the current limitations associated with traditional REC systems. This innovative approach empowers electric vehicle owners to make environmentally conscious choices while charging their vehicles. We'd like to thank our partners, Redex and Recursive Labs, for their collaboration on this POC and greatly look forward to the future collaboration. We'll be covering more of the EDF use cases on Hedera later this week, but now you can learn more about this REC POC here. Okay guys, there you have it. And for the ones of you who are looking at this and thinking, okay, that sounds good, but what are we talking about the money, right? Because I'm sure you guys are thinking that. I've got it here, I'll just quickly read this out to you. The joint project uses distributed ledger technology, in brackets DLT, to streamline efficiency, transparency and verification in the global $19 billion renewable energy certificate market. So there you have it, guys. Really great stuff to see here. So to hear that it's EDF who are doing this, as I say, you've got it right here, one of the world's largest electricity producers. So that already speaks for itself, right? And they're working with Hedera, guys, you know, and then we're talking about a $19 billion industry here. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys when I talk about Hedera. Like, think about this. This is just one industry, right? This is just one company. Then you've got the whole governing council, who are other companies with whole different other use cases, which are also trying to utilize Hedera in some way, shape or form. And then you've just got the general partnerships that Hedera have other than the governing council. And then just the general developers who are building on Hedera creating their own use cases, right? So to me, when you look at this variety, this type of diversity that Hedera has, I've said it numerous times, but I don't know any network that is so diversified. And this is the other thing for me, guys. The carbon friendly aspect of Hedera, as I was saying earlier, that to me is what's going to give them a huge advantage. Like here, as you just saw, as I've just said, EDF is one of the world's largest electricity producers, and they're working with Hedera. Doesn't that speak volumes? Doesn't that tell you what they think of Hedera and the power of Hedera? So to me, again, when you're talking of this type of caliber of company who are working with Hedera, this just screams longevity. And I can imagine many other companies like EDF also wanting to work on Hedera because of the carbon friendly element of them. Like, that is a huge positive that they have over many other networks. And the thing is, it's not one of those things where it's competitive, guys. Yeah, like Hedera is the most carbon friendly by a clear mile. Like, it's not close. So it's not like you can say, oh, I'll go with this other chain. No, like Hedera is leading the pack comfortably. So yes, you can choose other networks because there could be other attributes that you would prefer. Like, that's a possibility. I'm not ruling that out. But if you are just going for the most carbon friendly, or that's going to be one of your, one of the things that you're looking when picking a network, Hedera is just going to be there. Like that's no doubt about that. So to me, this is huge, guys, and this is a $19 billion market. So again, this is all value that's flowing through HBAR if this does take off. Now, this was a POC, a proof of concept, but to be honest with you, I think this is just because it's the early stages of crypto, right? And I think if they're happy with it, which it sounds to me like it went successfully, they will start implementing it, right? Like, this is just a thing where they're just playing with the technology because it's new. And once they say, oh yeah, this is fine, this is actually really good, we see all the benefits of it, like this is, massively advantageous to us, they'll then just utilize it. They will actually start using it. Like, it just makes sense, right? And then I can imagine many other companies coming and thinking, oh yeah, like, this carbon friendly network, we can also start doing the same kind of thing with our energy certificates and stuff like that. Like, can you not just see the domino effect of other companies coming? Because I can just imagine it from now. So to me, guys, this is amazing stuff, and it just goes to show to me, like, how powerful a Hedera is, just to have such a big company working with them. And I believe they're on the governing council as well. So, like, man, to me, the writing's on the wall in terms of Hedera's future. Like, I just don't see it going anywhere personally. So I'll just leave it at that. But I think this is great stuff to see. Oh, just one other quick thing I just want to show you. I just found this quite funny off of the back of the whole controversy with the BlackRock fund. Someone put this in the comments, which I thought was quite hilarious. This is misleading. The Earth was not directly involved with this decision, only the people who lived there. I'm not going to lie, I got a good chuckle out of that. That was funny. But yeah, back to the matter at hand, guys. Again, you just see more and more use cases grow for the company, more and more use cases grow for the network. This is what will lead to the long-term viability, right? Because it's going to continue to be utilized. So it's just amazing stuff. It really is. So this is a great thing to see, and I can only see this being a benefit for Hedera and ultimately the value of HBAR. So real great stuff to see here. Really great stuff to see. But what do you guys think? EDF working with Hedera for a proof of concept. Do you like the sound of this? Do you think that the EDF will continue to work with Hedera? Do you think that this will be good for HBAR's price? Or do you not like the sound of this? Do you have any reason to believe that the EDF won't continue to work with Hedera? Or do you just not think that this will be good for HBAR's price overall long term? Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'll be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.